All right, Linda's staying in. I'm going to the theater to see an old mime. All right.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
All right,
I'll be back.
Bye-bye.
All right, so the place we're going is off Silver Creek. I believe it's a road, I'll find out. And it's called Hip Pocket Theater. It's been around for 47 years. One of its creators is Johnny Simons, who's now 84 years old. He's a mime and pantomimist and director. He's also an actor too. And he studied ballet at TCU, and he studied mime at Duke University. And he also has performed in Europe, in London. I believe at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival or something like that. A rumor is it that he performed in front of the Queen of Scotland. Their troupe did. His daughter's Lake, and his other daughter his oldest daughter is Lorca Simons. She's in the UK as an actress and teacher, and Lake teaches puppetry in New York and is one of the lead puppeteers of Radio City Music Hall. And they're doing a show, or he's doing a show tonight. It's like a mime show, or pantomime, known as Old and in the Way. And he was in retirement 2 years ago. There's an article written, you can find it, about Hip Pocket Theater. I believe it's in Art and Seek. And it interviews Johnny Simons and about Deanne getting older, his wife getting older. And it talks about him talking about retirement, and I guess he's out of retirement to do the show. Another thing too, he did another show. The last show that I've seen was, I believe it was 2016, and it was Distant Echo of Ancient Youth, or something like that. Yeah, it was a distant echo of ancient youth. And I saw that show. And then originally, I was a theater arts major at Texas Wesleyan, and I had gone to Hip Pocket kind of on a whim. It was at Las Vegas Trail. Now it's on Silver Creek. And I saw Johnny in the Nose show where he did mime. And later he'd be one of our mime professors. He'd do he would conduct a class called Mime, Mask, and Movement, and I was one of his mime students. I've done shows at Hip Pocket, several different shows, and he kind of introduced us to Marcel Marceau, and Johnny's also a big fan of Marlon Brando. Anyway, I went off later to study mime in Gambier, Ohio, with a guy named Greg Goldston, who worked side by side with Marcel Marceau. It was very strange, because he had talked about it in class, and all of a sudden I was working with some of his people. I don't do a lot of mime. I've done a couple of mime shows. I did one out here at Oak Acres at I believe it's called off the Las Vegas Trail. Silver Creek have only done acting. They moved to Silver Creek. And I did a one-man mime show for another theater director at a place called Sage and Silo a long time ago. Only 2 mime shows. But it's very interesting because you're creating time and space with just your body. You're creating objects with just your body. Pure mime, there's no sound. It's the art of silence. Pantomime, there might be a little bit. They can use a prop, things like that. But anyway, I'm not going to be able to film the show, but I may be able to get some of the music from the backyard. There's a place called Backyard, and I did ask Lake for an interview, but there's no response so far. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. But you'll at least you'll be able to see the theater and how it's how it looks. It's been around for 47 years, since 1976. I was 3 years old when the theater started off at Joe's Garage. That's what I want to ask Johnny about, is their days at Joe's Garage and also at Kimball Art Museum. They've been in several different places. Like, they started off at Joe's Garage. Eventually, they got in with Oak Acres off Las Vegas Trail. And then they went to Kimball Art Museum, and then they went back to Oak Acres. They had left Oak Acres a few times. They went to West Magnolia, which is in Fort Worth, at a Greek restaurant in the back of a Greek restaurant. I was with them there. I did Swink City then. And here I helped them lay down the foundation of this theater. And they did Girls from Girdleville, Greek Men and BVDs, like part 2 or something like that. And we arrived in like a pickup truck in the beginning of the scene, like coming across this field. They've been mentioned in New York Times. Uta Hagen the great teacher Uta Hagen had gotten a review about when we did Waiting for Godot at Oak Acres. She actually read the review, is what I heard. So they're known. They're a known theater, pretty much world renowned. Been around for a very long time. And there was a rumor that William Shatner had come here to see a play about aliens a long time ago. Not at this theater, but the Oak Acre ones, the Oak Acre one, which is across the way. It's no longer there. They've moved to this new location. The Silver Creek location, which we'll be going to in a minute. Great actors like David Yakel, Bob Allen, Dick Peacock have been part of this theater. Probably never heard of them. They're local Fort Worth. This one is the Hip Pocket Theater. Here's their information right here. It's old and in the way. 817-246-9775, and then there's websites www.hippocket.org. I did jog down here, and I got some still photos on my my iPod Touch. So this year they did Riders of the Purple Sage. They did El Maleficio de la Mariposa, Maleficio. It's Butterfly's Evil Spell. Did that in June. And White Elephant was done with Lake and John Dyer. They also did this mini fest of new plays, Testing Ground 3 and 3. My friend Rob's play was in the Mariposa Skyway. And now they're doing Old and in the Way. It's $2.50. It'll open at 8:15. We're here a little early. And then later they'll do The Fly on October 6th through 29, 8:15. Probably, maybe based on the movie. I'll have to ask. They've done some theater stuff here when it first opened at this location. And the original theater was placed behind those trees. They've moved it to another location. That was the parking spot. This was originally a shooting gallery. It was a shooting range. Almost there. I guess parking is right here. That was where the original theater was. Right through there. They put a mound of dirt there for parking. No outside food or drinks. Theater this way. I guess there's really nobody here yet. Yep, that's where the new location is located, right there. Park. Oh, those people are from New Mexico, right there. The park right here. I gotta get some off spray so I don't get hit with mosquitoes. Hear people over there on the other side of the trees. Okay, so this is concession right here. They have a hip cafe. You can get beer, Dos Equus, or whatever that is, Heineken, Pinot Grigio, and Marlot. water and soft drinks. Hi. I'm just taking like a little photo of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, an important note, you can't have beverages, but they do provide soda and, you know, alcohol or whatever there, but you can't bring anything in, even if it's water. I'm sure they wouldn't really care about water bottles. I didn't ask about that, but let me head back. I got a small little interview with Lake. It was really cool. Yeah, Johnny's 84 years old. Okay, so they do music before the actual show. This is Pete Gooch. That's Ed Kennedy.
Wait, you didn't go.
Anyway, one of the band members of Swing City, right over here. He was a writer of Swing City and of Hubcaps for Hollywood, a thing about Ed Wood. And he was in it. You were Head. Yes. This was this dude. No, I thought it was Head. Was his name Head or was it Brain? You wrote it. It was Brain?
The Missing Years.
Oh, okay. Your name was Brain.
The Missing Years.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My mom was briefly considered calling me Brian, but
Oh, we didn't have words to it.
But you were Brain in Swing City. Okay. I thought you were he mentioned something about being the head. Or used your head. Didn't you have a line about using your
It
head
came out in the early 90s.
or your brain?
Ed Wood was later.
Your brain or
I was the
something.
brains, yeah.
Yeah, you were the brain behind the whole.
When I literally somebody shot me.
Steve and I started
yeah,
writing
brains,
it.
all right.
Oh, you wrote it
When
before
the
Ed.
lights went down and that line.
You're talking about
I think it was
Ed Wood?
Melinda
You're
and
talking
that
about
song.
I remember something like
She
that.
killed
That
everybody.
song was
Right. I remember you saying something about, I guess, brains or your head or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
The brains.
Brains. Okay.
I'm like 90.
Craziness.
I remember the
Craziness.
the drummer though.